here you sit in beautiful downtown Ouray, Colorado, with customers all over the world. What do you see in the future for Lornet, and what's going on there?
We see a long future here, actually. Managed services obviously is a key component of what we do. But I see a long-term relationship with the region because of what we can do here, not only for our local and regional customers, but for customers that are elsewhere as well.
What about managing backups for a company and security?
Okay, managed backups is part of the managed services offerings, obviously, along with managed antivirus and what's the other one? Oh, managed networks.
Okay.
So there's lots of components. This managed backups is pretty simple too. Again, drop the instrumentation into the system, set the schedules on when you want backups to happen, what files, what folders, and all those kind of things, and it happens, right? Obviously, the more important part is the retrieval in case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Again, very Windows Explorer-like interface. The user can go in and say, oh, I want this file. Oh, by the way, I have 9 revisions of this file. Which date do you want?
Okay.
What this backup does, I mean, obviously there's things that go on within a backup system that a lot of people are not aware of, and one of them is, okay, first backup takes forever because it backs up everything you've told it to. From that point, snapshot on, a file may be revised several times. Well, we can specify keep 10 revisions.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
So you go in and make some changes. A couple days later, you go in and make some more changes, and you realize, wait, no, the original file had the original wording I really wanted, so you can go back to that version and pull it.
Yeah, okay.
So it's more than just I deleted the file, recovered, or the hard drive crashed, I need to reload all my pictures, my music, and God knows what else. But that's what the backup does. Yes, it's 100% cloud-based, but there is a component of it as well where I can say turn on a local vault. So if you have a USB drive plugged into it, we can store the backup there and then stream it from there upstream
Oh, okay.
into the cloud.
When you contract with a company to provide services, what state do you often find their backups in?
Poor to none.
And none is a killer. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, yes, a lot of people will. The biggest one is obviously the financial side of things, is where people really get critical. Yeah, then there's pictures too, which is really amazing because pictures and music are the things that eat all the space.
Yeah.
But the financial system is one of those critical ones. And sometimes they're using QuickBooks, or most of the time they're using QuickBooks, and they go back up. Well, where do you want me to back it up? I'm going to back it up to my local drive.
Yeah.
All right, so they have backup copies of it, at least they think they are. Then the hard drive crashes and it's all gone.
Yeah. Oh.
The next level up is, okay, I got a flash drive or a little USB disk drive, and they're backing it up to that.
Yeah. Maybe taking it off site, but often
Rarely ever taking it off site.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what this particular thing does, is it really helps with that piece because it becomes a no think about thing. I got my local copy on an external drive and it's backing it up into the cloud too. So if the external drive goes bad and my hard drive goes bad in my computer, it's still up in the cloud.
Yeah. Okay. Along that line, help desk and
Help
remote
desk.
those two terms, remote management and
Yes.
help desk.
The remote management, we can get into in some detail if you want. The remote management help desk is probably one of the key things that we can do. And let me phrase it this way.
Yeah.
You know, why should you wait for a tech to call you back or show up to your house when you call some company somewhere and they may or may not call you back for days?
Yeah.
And then it takes them X amount of time to get to your place in their schedule.
Yeah.
What we do with our help desk is basically you get a certified technology engineer in under 5 minutes.
Wow.
All right?
Yeah.
So you file a help desk request, whether you've called, you've emailed, it comes into our ticketing system,
Yeah.
it alerts us. If we're sitting here at the phone, we can open up the ticket right away. And with the management system, with the instrumentation being there,
Yeah.
we can take over the desktop.
You're kind of like an FAA guy, you know,
Yeah.
in the control
Yeah.
tower.
I mean, basically what this thing is that I'm looking at, we call it a NOC, a Network Operations Center.
Okay.
So I'm getting pulse of everything going on with all the computers and networks. We have the ticketing system, which is also our knowledge base of everything we've ever fixed.
Yes.
So it can search for a problem. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that before. So you type in some keywords and up comes a solution from being solved before.
Yeah.
All right? So you have to rely on my,
Yeah.
getting old memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's all there, and a customer can utilize and leverage that. Not only that, but they get a web portal for themselves. They can open up tickets. Obviously, if the internet's down, they're not going to get access to that or email, but they can still call,
Yeah.
and we can back troubleshoot a lot of times, whether it's CenturyLink or whoever their provider is, Lornet, for instance. We can do some things, which actually gets into that whole managed network piece.
Yeah.
Our oldest customer is in Denver, actually,
Okay.
Aurora.
Yeah.
They're on 2 bonded T1s, which CenturyLink provides them. And quite frankly, in the part of Denver they're in, believe it or not, they have really crappy bandwidth.
Huh.
In fact, CenturyLink's the only one that can get them bandwidth from all the providers. Comcast can't, and I mean, this list goes on and on.
Yeah.
But those T1s are flaky.
Yeah.
So one of the things we have is they've contracted us for managed network services as well. We can watch those T1s, how much bandwidth they're actually using, how much is available. And when the available drops, we know one of the T1s just went out.
Yeah.
We can immediately get in the CenturyLink's ticketing system and open up a trouble ticket before their equipment picks it up.
I suppose you contract. I know around your array, you contract with single proprietors all the way up, different size of companies. Here you're talking about,
and even down to the consumer level. So, for instance,
Yeah.
here we have a housing development called Park Estates.
Okay.
You know where it's at?
I believe I do.
Yeah, it's at the top of the ridge over, just
Yeah.
a little north of us, and then
Yeah. Way up high.
Yeah, way high.
Not easy to get.
Not easy to get to.
Yeah.
Have several customers that are very similar. They have network connectivity, but they're hard to get to. All right?
Yeah.
Click, we're on.
Yeah. and you can see and check what's going on.
We can see what's checking go
Yeah.
go on. Oh, I forgot my wireless password. Well, we
Yeah.
can look that up real quick in our system and just give it to them. Or, it might be, my email's doing something funky. Well, what's funky?
Yeah.
Open up their system, say, hey, you allow us to come onto your system? I mean, that's real important for us. Will you allow us to come onto your system? Yes or no? Yes, okay, we're there.
Yeah.
No, okay, we won't
Yeah.
now. Please,
Yeah.
when you have time and can allow us to get on your system, please let us know. In our area, we just had 2 mines that have reopened.
Yeah.
They're not in anywhere in cell coverage,
Okay.
for FYI. So communications to them is critical.
Are they on a network?
We just finished deploying T1 to the Campbird last week, or Monday. Somebody got
Okay.
turned up.
Okay.
We just brought up the voice over IP system at the Revenue today.
Wow. So phone
but
system.
Phone systems.
Wow.
Again, it's all monitored from here.
Yeah.
So if that voice system up at the Revenue starts acting up, we get the alerts.
Yeah.
We have local businesses that are open only in the summertime. They take their laptops, which are managed, and they go to Florida, for instance, for the
Yeah.
winter. Something goes wrong. As soon as they plug that laptop into the internet, we get a notification that they've just come online. We immediately get the health status. We can immediately start solving problems for them.
Manage vendor and warranty relationships. Stuff that breaks.
This is one of those ones. One of the reasons why we sell equipment
Yeah.
is we want to be the customer's one-stop shop. And by doing that, so for instance, back to this whole situation with the mines, provided they give us the authority to do so with their phone company or whoever they're using, the company can call us, we can deal with the phone company, because we talk very
Yeah.
similar languages,
Yeah.
where they don't,
Right.
the customer doesn't.
Yeah.
Same thing when they're talking to someone in India or something
Yeah.
like that for HP or God knows who. But we manage that relationship too. So they have purchased equipment from somebody, they've purchased services from somebody. The end user doesn't always talk the language that the tech support person understands.
Yeah.
So we can manage those relationships. We can track the warranties on the equipment.
Yeah.
We can do all that with the systems that we have, and we can solve the customer's
Our area,
problem.
we've got a lot of retail which brings cash registers into play, and those are networked.
Point of sale.
Point of sale, and I
Yeah.
know we've had some discussions about there are legal requirements in terms of the way the hardware is set up.
Yeah, there's PCI compliance is very important for majority of our retail. Just like HIPAA compliance is critical for our dental medical people.
Yeah.
Very similar in their how we treat things. It's all about a level of security. PCI is one of the more radically, they will stomp on you if you don't.
Yeah.
In the millions of dollars of fines if you're not compliant. One of the biggest mistakes we've seen regionally is someone sets up a store or something. Wouldn't it be nice for our customers coming in that they could get free Wi-Fi? Not realizing that their point of sale system's on that same network. They don't split it. So those are things that we can help with the PCI compliance piece. We can say, okay, this consumer router that you have has no smarts to it. In fact, it's not even really a firewall. It's easily to get through.
Easy to hack.
Easy to hack. So there are commercial firewalls which are not outrageously expensive, which can split the network.
Yeah.
So you have your private side with your point of sale information, all your accounting, financials, and all that, which is the PCI compliance piece, and you have your public side. All right. Customer walks in and says, "Hey, I need to check my bank account balance real quick.
Yeah.
Before I make this purchase."
Yeah.
Right? Well, I have wireless. Here's how you can get at it. They get on, do their thing. And with smartphones anymore, it's getting even easier. But that doesn't even get into the network piece.
Yeah.
But we don't have really great coverage from our cellular providers in the area. Sometimes that doesn't work. So wireless is our solution. Keep it public. Keep your stuff private with a big wall in between.
Yeah.
But those are another area that we have expertise in.
John, it's been great chatting with you today. Let me ask you this question. If I'm on your website and I'm watching the videos that we've put together here, and I'm interested, what do I need to do to find out more to start using these services?
Obviously, a face-to-face is nice. We believe in a handshake, so that you get to know that our trust levels and those kind of things. But obviously, call our phone number, 970-325-7961. Happy to answer any questions at that point in time or even set up a face-to-face. Obviously, you're already on this website, so you know our website address, which is www.lornet.com. It's got all our contact information out there as far as email addresses. But please, call us. Happy to talk to you. It's important that we develop a good relationship because that's what's important to us. It's those relationships and making sure that your needs are being taken care of.
I know I saw you the other day and you had just gotten back from a customer up in Grand Junction. I know you've got great coverage on the Western Slope. You often go on site and help some of your business customers. We're located right downtown in Uray. Is your office up on the second story with a great view?
Yeah, right next to Mouse's Chocolates.
Yeah, good spot. So maybe that'd be good. I could meet you at Mouse's Chocolates and chat about my IT.
Uray Brewery for a beer.
Yeah, there we go. That sounds good too. Well, again, thank you, John. I appreciate it.